find the link, or when they get the link, they will start joining in. But we can't hold it off anymore. We'll have to just start our class because we're working with time. So yes, it's a pleasure to be here. I have been looking forward to this, and I'm so happy that you're all here. This particular course is something that is very close to my heart, and it's something that I feel is very relevant in the current digital ecosystem. Yes, design, AI in graphics and UI design. Because right now, a lot of things are being demanded from us in a short time. You hear that a company is trying to hire, but they want you to deliver at least, say, 10 designs or even more than that in a very short time. Because it's an AI era, they believe that things can happen very fast, like magic. Like when you snap your fingers, it will happen. So you have to also move with the trend. You have to upskill yourself. You have to move fast. You have to be more productive than ever. And one of the most important areas to increase our productivity is design. Designers are architects. They are architects when it comes to products, when it comes to softwares. Whatever they create, whatever they design is going to serve as a blueprint to the people who are going to bring it to implementation. So of course they are architects. Yes. So let's see. I'll be sharing my screen now. And before we start, I want you all to just cooperate. I want you to listen attentive and give me all of your support. If you have any questions, of course, you ask them. This is an open session, it's an interactive session. Let's talk, let's discuss. We're going to have it like a conversation. Whatever you don't understand, you raise your hand when you're trying to talk. And yes, I have Fadila with me, who is going to be my support here. And yes, I think Fadila, you can say hi before I continue. It's only right that you do that. Yeah.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm Fadila, and if you need anything, maybe a question, just drop it in the text box, and I will be of support or help. So thank you, and have fun enjoying the classes.
Thank you, Fadila. All right, so let me quickly share my screen. All right. I'm pretty sure everyone can see my screen, right? If you can, please, I need you to see your emojis. Yes, yes, thank you very much. You don't have to maybe unmute, just emojis would be great. And yes, so here we are. AI for graphics and UI design. First, before we proceed, can anyone tell me what they think design is? What is design? What does design mean to you in a general sense? If you can say it in one word, that will be fine. What is design? When you hear the word design, what comes to your mind? If you can even give examples, that's great too. So please.
Creativity.
Oh, lovely. Creativity. Who else is going to add something? Creativity. Yes, that sums it up. Ruth, Sadiq, Usman, Zainab. Design. What is design? Yes.
Good morning.
Good
I'll say
morning.
design is creating beautiful simulations.
Simulation. I will take that too. That's like a representation of something. Great. I like the perspectives, the different perspectives that you guys have. So yes, Zainab, go ahead. Thank you. Thank you, Ruth. Hmm? Okay. Zainab, you can go ahead. I can see your hands up. Oh, I think she can't hear us. So who else is going to try?
Yeah, my name is
Okay.
My name is Ibrahim Usman,
Okay.
and I think design is unable to think and bring your thinking to creativity.
Okay. Ah, that's lovely. I like how you all are thinking. You're not saying the most obvious thing that most people will say. Okay, let's see the chat box. Someone said design is the process of creating a solution to a problem in a way that is functional, useful, and visually okay. Great. I think this has covered everything. It has combined all the three things that you said. It's creativity. Ruth said is simulation. Mr. Usman Bolaji said it's a combination of both thinking and creativity. And that is what it is. Because you must first think before you can visualize something. All ideas are birthed from the head. Anything that you see outside, that you can see outside, is birthed from the head. And that's why, even as an individual, when you display a certain attitude, right? If, for example, now a person commits murder, they always say, was it um premeditated murder, meaning has the person been thinking about it for a while in his head. There are times where some people would know that it was premeditated, and there are times where it goes unnoticed, but everything starts from the head, whether it's good or negative. So it's the process of creating a solution, thinking about that idea, and preferring ways to visualize them in a way that is functional, attractive, that's visually appealing, and useful. That's the best way you can actually put this. So thank you very much. Well done to all of you. Yes. So now in that design world, we have specific areas. We have graphics, we have UI, we have motion, we have interaction, we have prototyping, we have so many others. But for this program, for this bootcamp, we're focusing on the major ones, which are graphics and UI design. Now, graphics and UI design is something that requires you to be creative, but so many people have forgotten that part of design. They are not trying to be creative anymore. They are just trying to survive. That's how I'll put it. They just want to survive. Why do I say they are trying to survive? They don't bring originality anymore. They are either copying someone's design, or they are just going to AI and allowing AI to do everything for them. While it's good that you use AI for any of your ideation, it's also bad if you depend solely on AI. If AI is going to do all the thinking from you, then it's no longer your idea. What makes something original is the fact that you are the one that thought about it. And if others are working on it, it's still your idea, but you're using other people are like bringing that idea to life for you. So that's a different thing. And that is what AI is supposed to be for you. AI is supposed to serve as just a tool, more like, let's say, your thinking partner, because you're not going to just sit down and allow it to think for you. It should be like a thinking partner. If at all it needs to think, the both of you should think together. But most importantly, it should be used as a tool that it is. So this is like a summary of most of the things I'll be talking about today. So we're going to also learn about how to talk to AI and how to command it, how to make it work like an assistant and not the manager, not the creator. So AI is a technology that can perform tasks that normally require human thinking, because we are the ones that God has given this talent of thinking, this creativity. God has put it in us. Yes, so it is human beings that created AI, and we're trying to put all of our thinking, our intelligence. That's why it's called artificial intelligence. It's not there, it wasn't there, but we put it there. And that's why you come across on people's blogs that say, AI is getting smarter. Oh. If you look at it, we are the ones getting dumber and AI is getting smarter. I saw a post recently again that said, how comes AI is now the one asking us to prove that we are human, that we are not a robot? Can you see the irony of things? How can AI be saying we should prove that we are not a robot? What kind of wahala is that? It doesn't, like, it's crazy. But that's the truth of it. And that's why we have to step up and show AI that, no, hey, chill. We brought you here, and we are the ones that are supposed to instruct you to carry out certain tasks. Okay, go on, Mr. Usman.
Yeah, thank you very much for cutting you at that point. Please, I want to find out, is this class right now? Is it recorded?
Yes, it is, of course.
Okay. Please,
Yes,
I would like you to please share with us after the class, please.
of course, definitely. It will be done.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. So artificial intelligence is a body of so many things. It's a technology, and definitely it covers a wide area. So instead of simply following fixed instructions like normal softwares, what AI does is that it tries to understand. And I don't blame, I understand. That's why most people say AI is going to replace us, because it's trying to understand human language. It has a natural language processing technology that it uses, and that's why it tries to understand text the way we see it. It tries to what do you call it, create images. It answers questions and solves problems, and then it also generates ideas for us. So while it's learning about us, it's also initiating ideas for us. Now, this is what the traditional workflow used to look like. You can see this designer. Without AI, she's spending so many hours, not even minutes. She can spend so many hours trying to come up with a fashion show flyer. But then on the right side, this is how it's AI. And then the workload has reduced and she has delivered in no time. Well, I think, yes, I think I should, let me present this screen properly. My apologies, please. I want you to see. Okay, I think it's better so you can see it clearly. Great. Is this better now? Please, thumbs up. All right, thank you. So I'm going to, yes, back to what we were talking about. Yes. All right. So this is better now. It allows me to control everything at once and for you to see it clearly. Now, without AI, the traditional way of doing design is, for those of us that have been doing design right before AI even started. I think you can relate to this. Yes, you go, Pinterest has suffered in so many people's hands, but it's still standing strong. If it was a human being, by now it would have given out. Pinterest is, and still people are using it. I don't blame it though. It's because it has all of the resources that you would need as a designer. They have a vast library of resources that are very, very useful and helpful to designers. So I would just imagine me, like, for example, me, I know I started designing a little bit, close to when AI was first released. I mean, when it became popular, not when it was first released, when it became popular. Yes. So what I would do is, if I have any idea, first thing, I even use Google too. I go to Google and I search, I check Pinterest. There are other sites that we use that I use for inspiration to like Mobbins, Behance, Dribble, all of those platforms. We use them for inspiration, right? And that you can spend like 1 hour. Most times, the hours that you spend it more on finding inspiration, not even the design itself, which was a little hard for most of us. Yes, because when you're even checking, you are trying to check, but you're also trying not to copy other people's idea before someone will sue you. So you search for inspiration from all of these sites, and then you create mock-ups, or I'm sorry, mood boards. See, that's another workflow again. Then you start looking for things like fonts, stock images, things that you're going to use, background removal applications, high quality resolution images, and now checking even the license of the image to see if you are free to use it. That was a long workflow for most of us. Though some people were able to cope, because at that point we felt there was nothing we could do, so we adapted to it. But will you tell me that anyone who has experienced this new era will want to go back to that? No. Everyone wants ease. Yes. And like I said, the world demands a lot from designers now, because everyone feels like there's AI. So even if you don't want to give me your services, I can just go and check AI now and do this thing. I don't need to pay you for anything. I'll go to AI and get it done. So you have to make yourself relevant in this world today. Even copies, our texts, we have to go maybe check things like, after we've used our own ideas, we'll now put it on Grammarly to proofread and so on and so forth. Or we read books. Like, it's so much. At the end of the day, you see your tabs, like about 50 something tabs open, and then you wonder why your laptop has crashed. It will crash now when you're opening how many tabs. That is how it is. It was then. But now with AI, you can actually produce multiple unique image ideas at the same time. For a platform like, say, Gemini, they don't charge. That's for their nano banana. They don't charge. It's free. You can create as much images as you can for some time compared to other platforms. There's Free Pick. Free Pick too has a good amount of free resources. Yes, it has. I think for generation, you can have like 16 credits. It depends on how you use it per day. Then you have ChatGPT, which is the one that likes to do Yanga Shakara for us, but still it does a good job. We have all these things now to cut down the workload. Now, why should designers learn AI in the first place? I think with everything I've said, I've basically pointed out why you should. The ultimate goal is for increased productivity. Well, now when you break it down, it's just so that designers can work faster. Fast work equals more products or more deliverables. Fast work is equal to more deliverables, which also results to higher income, more money in your accounts. Now, it generates more ideas for you. Initially, we'll have maybe 1 or 2 ideas, 3, but now you have a vast amount of ideas. You even be the one begging a platform like ChatGPT, say it's okay. I don't know if any of you have ever done that, where you reach a point and you say it's okay. I think I have what I need now. Then you can do that. Then the third one is that it reduces repetitive tasks. Yes, because in something like automation now, you know that, okay, let's say you are handling a social media account, your own personal brand, let's say that, then, and you are supposed to be posting every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You don't need to keep going. If you already have your content, you know the time that you're supposed to post. You don't have to keep going there to do the same thing over and over again. That's repetition. AI can help to reduce this repetitive task through automation. And then the fourth one is that you can explore different concepts. Yes, it's still the same it's connected to ideation. Then the fifth one, which is the ultimate one, is that it improves productivity. So these are the 5 major reasons why you should learn AI as a designer. Now, AI is transforming design. Why? How so? Because now the modern design workflow, right, it helps you to automate your repetitive tasks so that you can focus on the most important part, which is the strategy and problem solving. Now, this is the main use of AI. In fact, this is why it was created. So that instead of you thinking of how, let me put this color on this button, you already know about all those rules, but there's no need for you to start going over it again. If you are someone who did design, of course, you know you've gone through the stage of color psychology, you've learned that, you know about font, typography, you know about information architecture and all other principles under design. There's no need for you to start learning that again or start doing things from the scratch. You can just command AI to take responsibility of that part. You give it a prompt, tell it what to do, and then it handles the rest for you. You see, now you are not controlling, you are not allowing it to do the thinking for you. You're only asking it to assist you. You're asking it to assist you. And then while it's assisting you, you can now focus on things like the strategies and the problem solving parts of your design. So today, designers use AI to brainstorm ideas. They use AI to create mood boards. They use AI to generate images, write marketing copies, design UI screens, remove backgrounds, edit photos, create presentation. There are other ones too, but these are the major ones that designers use AI for. AI is no longer just like a nice to have skill. It's a standard skill now for you to be able to have a standard workflow component. If you're going to be working in agencies, startups, and if you're going to be a freelancer, you must have a workflow. You must have a workflow. Now let's see the next thing on our agenda. We're still talking about how AI is transforming everything and how AI is just but a tool. It's just a tool. We are the designers. Now, what is the golden rule of AI design? The myth is that everyone was scared. There was a time it was like an epidemic. I'm saying that because I'm guilty of that. Hey, if I say, hey, AI is going to take our jobs. So, there's nobody that will tell me that they were not shaken by that news. It's after people started to realize things that they were not. Some people say, no, don't say it's not going to happen. But every designer was shaking then. Even people that are good, that have been in it for a while, we're so scared and shaking. AI will replace human designers. When they are every year, if they want to release, or every quarter, if they want to release the list of courses or fields that will be replaced by AI, you will see design inside. You will see design inside. But that was just a myth. The actual thing is that those who feared that they will be replaced and did not do anything about it and sat on their hands were the ones that got replaced. Yes, fear is a very crazy thing. Fear can weaken you and it will make you lose focus. What you're supposed to focus on. If you're supposed to update yourself or to do self-development, read some books, learn about a new design trend, because of this thing now, you say, no, after all, I'm not even going to, they might even replace me now. Instead of you to learn it, you will now give up on everything before it even gets to you. So, but the reality is AI generates options and designers make decisions. I don't need to say much about that again because I've been talking about it. I'm sure by now you guys understand what I'm trying to say. If you understand, please thumbs up. Let's see. Let me know that I'm not talking to myself. All right. Thank you. All right. Yes. So now we've seen what AI can do now, the almighty AI. Now let's talk about what it can't do, which is your own advantage as a designer. One, AI cannot, I dare to say never, but for now, let's just say it cannot. It cannot understand a client's deep emotions or build relationships. Even before AI talks, before AI responds, you must say something first now. Are you not the one that initiates the conversation? Some of you say, hello, AI, good afternoon. Have you eaten today? Hope you had a good night's rest. Is you as the human being that is going to initiate the conversation now? Yes. So it doesn't know how to build relationships. It doesn't know how to build relationships, or it can't understand the client's deep emotions. That thing that you get when you're speaking to a client one-on-one, probably on an interview session, AI cannot get that. AI is only going to work on what you feed it. All those, if you even check now and you can see that AI is close to understanding, let's say, people's emotions, though it's not, it's close. Well, it will never cross that bridge. Yes, it's only close because people have gone there. They'll say, AI, let me tell you something. Somebody will even cross leg and say, so they will not type, oh, it's voice note they'll use. They'll say, AI, if I tell you what happened today. So I went to Mr. A and I asked him, I say, so what do you want in your design? I've realized that this product is going to do this and that. And then he said, this. He said he wants this, he wants that. AI will say, wow, that is a lovely conversation you had there. What would you want me to help you with? Do you want me to create more questions that you ask Mr. A? AI is smart. Oh. It's already saving those things that you're saying in memory. The moment someone else will go and ask, right? They will carry that and give it as an output. That's why they said AI is getting smarter. And whatever you give as inputs trains the AI. And you're going to eventually see it in output. I hope you understand me. Am I making sense? All right, thank you. Great. So this is
Yes,
just
you are.
basic
Thank
thing.
you.
All right, thank you. So this is just the basics, you know. I'm not saying that it's bad to give information, but you have to be smart about it. Because no matter what, you are smarter than the AI. You are. You have to be smart. There's a way you do it so that it doesn't look like you are selling your information. And that's why it's even advised not to put things like your house address, your contact details, and some of your personal things, because they can be compromised. If a hacker goes and they ask for it using their hacking methods, they will get your information there. Yes, so AI gives you options, but you make the decisions. Like Google Maps, you can't tell me that Google Maps is going to drive you. Matter if you reach one remote area like that, Google Maps say, Oga, you're on your own. No, this is where my journey ends. You take you continue. You continue the journey. I have to rest today. This is the limit that I can reach. So it is just like a Google map. It's showing you the routes, it's creating and suggesting routes for you. But at the end of the day, you are the driver who is going to choose the destination based on the conditions. So a great design still needs creativity, it needs strategy, it needs problem solving, but it needs human judgment. This is a tip. Anytime you want to even talk to a client and they are telling you, why are you charging this much? That's if you know that the amount that you're charging is reasonable and it's not outrageous, then you can use this to defend yourself and tell them these are the 4 things that I'm giving to you, which AI cannot. AI should come and beat this if it can. If the person searches for a logo, to give thousands of people something similar to that, and before you know it, we'll have maybe the name of the person's shop is Kenneth and Sons. You now see Kenneth and Sons having one KC logo like that, and then Kachuku Simpson will now have the same KC logo again, and then it will look like they are sharing the same place. You see, there's no uniqueness there, no originality, no creativity. That is what AI does. But you, as a designer that God has instilled creativity in, you can give all of these things that AI can't. Creativity, strategy, problem solving, and human judgment. Yes. So now, the next thing is, what are some tools that designers use? I'm sure maybe you will know these tools. Is there anyone that doesn't know any of these tools here? ChatGPT, I'm not asking you people about ChatGPT. Some people are married to ChatGPT, so I'm not asking you about ChatGPT. The ones that I know might not be available or might not be very popular is Wizard, Coolors, then a little bit of Figma AI. Figma AI, no, it's also popular. Figma. You see, Figma, Canva, ChatGPT, these are very popular AI tools. It's not restricted to this, but these are tools that most designers use. I use these tools. I use them. And that's why I'm even recommending them. So you use Canva AI for graphics, you use ChatGPT for writing, though now there's an argument that Claude is better at writing. So add Claude to your list. And I actually think Claude is good. It's just because of the limits. If you don't prompt properly, you're going to end up using all of your free usages. So ChatGPT is there, but prompts Claude, is also, add that to your list, Claude AI. And then graphics, you use Canva AI, of course, if you want to use graphical assets, maybe tiny chunks of it. And then images, you use Adobe Firefly and also Freepik, which is now known as Magnifique, right? They've changed their name to Magnifique. And UI design, you use Figma AI, of course. This is like the boss of UI design. Then mockups, if you want mockups, you can use Wizard too. Wizard is used for UI design too, but it displays most things as mockups. You can't have like the editable one, I think, until you pay for it. I usually use Wizard for ideation. Maybe I just want to have a concept. Maybe if I've never worked on a platform before, say maybe an agricultural website or an agricultural app, and I want to know how the system is, I can just use Wizard to generate it, to understand how the user flow is. Then colors, if you want to generate color palettes, good color palettes, Coolors is one of the best ones to use. And if you're someone who uses Figma, they have the plugin. I think, yeah, they have the plugin embedded in Figma. Then Font Joy, this is one of the best for fonts. Though we have Google Font too, but we're talking about AI tools. Font Joy is very good too for fonts. And I'll introduce you to many more as the program unfolds. So for now, just keep this in your head and try and explore them if you haven't. Now, we've been learning about all of these design things. Now, we know that AI is at our disposal. We can use it. But what are the rules that are guiding the use of some of these resources? Even as a graphic designer, if you're not using AI, there are some rules that guide brand assets, or should I say graphic design assets, because it's an intellectual property right. It falls under intellectual property rights, APRs. Any graphical thing, anything that requires innovation that comes from someone's idea, it is guarded by IPR, intellectual property rights. So some of these things, most of these assets are subjected to copyright. So as a designer, how do you ensure that you play it safe and you don't end up in trouble just because you're trying to do things fast? That's why we're going to talk about the design ethics and copyright. Now, it matters because responsible design in the age of AI is very, very important. You must learn how to design responsibly. I don't know if most, like for some of you that are active on Twitter, I think because that's where the banter usually happens. There was like a clash between two designers. One was saying no, that the guy copied his idea. And to be honest, the ideas were actually very similar, though there are little changes, but that guy copied even the text. Just like when you are, for some people that cheat in exams, they'll now go and copy the person's name too. That's the kind of situation that happened here. The person, he was trying to be original somehow, but he was too covered in that other person's design that he didn't realize that he wasn't really anything that he was going to add to that thing would just come from the other design that he had seen. That's how our subconscious works. Sometimes you might just be passing and you see a design, and then you wake up in the morning and say, wow, I have a fresh idea. You'll be thinking it came from your creativity, but it's your subconscious because you've seen it somewhere else. It's now living in your thoughts. That's why you have to be careful. Is good things, right? They have their own I don't want to say disadvantages, but you just have to take an extra step when it comes to these things. especially now that everyone knows their rights and people are looking for ways to make money. Any small thing you do, before people will leave their things, their resources, even if it's licensed, they will not really catch anybody, they will not say anything to anybody, but not now. Now, any small mistake you make, you're already being published. People will say, you stole their idea, you did this, you did that. And even if that wasn't your intention, you just find yourself prey to these things. So as a responsible designer, your goal is to use AI ethically to maintain trust with clients and protect your professional reputation. It's about protecting your reputation. Yes. So copyright is an intellectual property right that protects original work, things like logos, illustrations, and software. Yes. So if you know that, especially if it's a brand, it's always advised for you to go and register it. So that even if someone else comes and they claim that, you have done this, so because then those people there that hand out these licenses, right? They do their research to see, okay, is this in use already? If they've seen that it's not in use, then they'll give you the go ahead. So it means they've cleared it, and you are the right owner. You're the original owner of that idea, that logo, or that illustration. Do you understand? So even AI generated items, that's why we're even discussing this. AI generated items, assets, there are some that have licenses to them. Nothing comes easily. Nothing is really, really free. So AI generated assets too, they have their own copyright license attached. So as a designer, what you do is that you're supposed to respect originality and be honest, protect your client's information, and create responsibly. What does it mean to be honest? If you know that you added AI to someone's design, you can tell the client, you say, okay, don't you not make it look like the AI is one that did everything. You say, for so process, this is what you did. Do you understand? So process, and then make your research and ask, is this free for someone to use? Even Google Images, when you're searching, you're supposed to check, okay, which ones are under licensed images. And that's why most people use free stock images, because they don't have licenses attached to them. But the moment you see that something has a license and you decide to use it, then you're putting yourself in deep trouble. So respect originality. Don't take someone's idea as your own. No. And then be honest. Tell your client or whoever it is you're designing for that, see, at some point I did this, I did that. Be open with them. There's no need to hide it. Everyone uses AI, but you just have to make it look like it's your assistant, because that's what it is. You shouldn't make it feel like, okay, it's AI that did this work, and then you lose your credibility. No. And then protect client information. When you're going to be putting it in AI, you try as much as possible to use templates. Most people will say XYZ. That's the name of the brand, and this. There's a way you do it without disclosing too much information about your client. I hope I'm communicating. Are we together? Okay. Yeah, I want to see more thumbs up.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Wow. You guys are really listening. Okay. So what is copyright? I've talked about copyrights. Copyright protects original creative works such as logos, photos, videos, music, illustrations, books, and software. So always check the licensing terms of your AI tool. Then you check whether commercial use is allowed. There are some that allow for personal use. It's not that they completely remove the license. They only tell you, okay, especially font. They will tell you this font is you can only use it for your personal work. Don't go there and publish it, like print and then put it as part of someone's brand identity. No. You have to check whether commercial use is allowed first. If it is, fine, then you're free to do so. If it's not, refrain from using it. And check if attribution is required. There are some people that will say, yes, I'll give you can use it commercially, but you have to attribute it, meaning you attach a tag that says, okay, I use this illustration I got it from so person, Mr. Usman, Mr. This. So that's attribution. You are attributing the rights and the credit to the owner of the item. Yes. So the next thing The next thing is, what are the best practices for ethical use? The first one is that you have to avoid copying. Yes, you have to avoid copying other people's works. Exactly. You can have inspirations, yes, because there are some things actually that you can't say is just tied to one person, like systems now. Buttons, you know that buttons can only be, they can be squared, they can be filled, they can be outlined, they can be curved. Nothing, they can't be anything other than that. You have a specific list of features that a button is supposed to have that is universal. Even someone who is in Canada or California, wherever the person is in the ends of the earth, they know that buttons are supposed to look a certain way. So that one is not tied to anyone. It's a system that everyone is working with. You see, that's different. But things like logos now, they are more fluid, they are more, you can't say there's a specific way that you draw your A. There are different ways you can do it. That's why everyone has different signatures. I don't think have you seen people who have the same signature ever? No. Even if you try to forge it, there's always something different there. So that shows you that you can actually be creative. There's so much creativity. Maybe you just haven't untapped it. So avoid copying other people's work. You can use it to build your skills, but don't publish it as your own. Because I actually advise my students that I advise them to replicate designs. You get used to the systems. Like you can take WhatsApp now. If you're someone who is into UI, you can take WhatsApp, design the entire interface. But by doing that, you're not trying to say that WhatsApp is your own now. For where? Who is going to even believe that WhatsApp is your own? No, but you are getting used to the system. You know that, okay, if I click on this is what's supposed to happen, because this is how it's being done in a working system, in a real system. So the second one is that you should be honest. This is emphasizing on everything that I said. Be honest, be transparent. If AI played a significant role in your design process, clients appreciate efficiency, but expect originality and your professional oversight. That is why they hired you. They want a human touch, a different perspective, and professional view based on your experiences. The third one is that you should respect privacy. Never upload confidential client information into public AI tools. Always use secure, compliant solutions for sensitive data. Things like your password, like a client's password for email, even your own, is not supposed to be there. Why are you even putting it there in the first place? You don't have to do that. Always use secure and compliant solutions for sensitive data, please. Business strategies, customer databases, financial reports, medical reports, personal identification documents, these things should not be uploaded into public AI tools. Yes. So the fourth one is AI bias. Now, AI learns from existing data. So you always review the output carefully. Don't be so confident that AI knows it all. Haba. If that's what most people do, right? If how many people have tried to create images with Gemini, please, before? Like flyers, sorry. I mean, I don't want to say anything bad though. It's not that I'm trying to condemn it, but you tell it. I just had someone even sent something to me recently. One of my clients, he said he actually did his design with AI because he wanted to just have something quickly before having a professional view on it inside. And then he brought it back to me. They said the flyer was supposed to be for summer class, but they now wrote the title he gave. He said extra summer class. No, sorry, free summer class. They now wrote free mural class. They changed everything. It changed everything for him. But imagine if he's someone who doesn't really care about mistakes, or if he didn't share it with me, right? You would have just posted it and people will be questioning, does this person know what he's doing? And it would be immediately evident that he used AI, even if he was trying to hide it, because everyone knows that AI usually makes this, like Gemini especially, Gemini makes this mistake a lot. Is it that they duplicate things, or they change the entire text for you when you don't ask it to? So try as much as possible to review your outputs. Don't be too quick to post them, no matter how fast you are, because it can even end up saying something that you are not saying and to implicate you. So ensure that your outputs are inclusive, respectful, culturally appropriate, and it should be a representative of your intended audience. It should be directed to the people you're talking to. If your audience is students, it shouldn't be talking like it's talking to working class professionals. That's all for best practices. The next one is the main thing now. AI prompting. You see now this image I haven't created. I left it here on purpose. You see, this image, you cannot read what is there, but the whole idea is for you to understand that it's a prompt. AI prompting for designers. How do you talk to AI in the way that makes you get what you want? How? That's what we're going to dive into now. So let me take it back. I always like to juggle people's memory. So can anyone tell me what a prompt is? In the layman's, just like you have been doing in your own unique ways, just tell me, what is a prompt? What is a prompt? Okay, who is going to go first? Please, go ahead, Mr. Osman.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh,
I guess a prompt is a way of telling the AI the kind of situation or the kind of program you want to do,
okay.
and in a very specific way, which
Wait,
has to be well explainable for AI, so it would know the kind of response to send back to you.
great.
I don't know if that
Very
makes
good.
sense.
Yes, it does. It makes sense. In fact, you explain what it is. So now let's hear from other people. Who else is going to try? I want the ladies to talk to, please. Who is
Hello,
going to try? Hello.
hello, this is Rukaya speaking. I would
All
say
right.
a prompt is what you say or do to create some kind of response from the other party.
Okay, great. Thank you. Who else? One last person. Let's see. Who are the people on this call? I'll start calling names. Tahir, Suleiman, the two Suleimans. Ruth. Is Ruth still with us?
You have someone on the chat box.
Oh, okay, great. Let me check that. Sorry. A prompt is an instruction or question you give to guide someone or something like an AI on what you want it to do. Great. You are all correct. You are all correct, but I'll put it in a nutshell. AI is user input into an AI machine to get output. Three things. It involves input, process, and output. Now, that input is what goes into the process, and whatever happens in the process comes out as an output. But everything depends on the input, and who is giving that input is the user. You as a user, you're the one giving that input. So prompt is simply the instruction that you give to an AI tool. It's an instruction, it's a command that you give to an AI tool because you want it to give you a certain result. It's strategic. It sounds like something that you just do, but it's strategic because you need it to give a certain output. So you have to start making the decisions from the very first place, the input, for you to get a desired output. So all of you are correct. Well done. Now, think of it as giving directions to someone. If your instructions are vague, I like the word that Mr. Osman used. He said specific. Yes, it has to be specific because if it's vague, you're going to have generic results. I can come and say, show me how to wear a shoe. I mean, give me a copy to teach people how to wear a shoe. Something like that. I need to carry the same thing and give someone else. There's no uniqueness in it. It's so vague. And sometimes it's not because you didn't ask the right questions. You asked, but you're so vague. You can't say, give me the best food in Nigeria. The best foods in Nigeria. and you expect the food to come just from maybe the northern part of Nigeria. You didn't specify in any place that you want it to come from the northern part. You know, Nigeria is wide and we have so many types of food. So that's very vague. If you want something from, if you want northern Nigerian foods, then you type, generate a list of northern Nigerian foods for me. If you even want it from a specific northern state, you say it in your prompt. So you have to be clear when writing prompts, and most importantly, be specific. There's no need to be gising. You can't say, okay, I came back from work. I was working, I hit one mango tree. And then the mango tree dropped on my head and it made me think, oh, what if man can create mango from scratch without having to plant it? What will happen? What kind of vague? That is not a good prompt. It's very, very vague. You are good. You can write a long prompt that requires storytelling, but the entire thing, the whole idea will be lost inside. So if your instructions are very clear and they are well detailed, the AI will generate inputs that are closer to what you imagine. That is it. So the quality of your prompt is what determines the quality of your results. Simple and short. The quality of your prompt determines the quality of your results. So if you see that there's a problem, don't be quick to say it's the AI. Go and check if your prompt follows the necessary guidelines for prompting. Does it follow the formula? What formula are you using? Are you using the right prompt for the right platform? Yeah, that's it. So the next one, let's see the types of AI prompts that we have. I'm sure most of you just know prompt on a general level, but you've never really understood the types of prompts. We have instruction prompt. Instruction prompt is what everyone uses generally. They are just like direct commands that you use when you want to tell AI exactly what to do. Like you can say, AI, write a summary, translate into French, or calculate the total. These are direct instructions. You see, you're cutting all of the jargons directly. That is instruction prompt. It sounds like it's a military person that is talking to the AI. The second one is role-based prompts. Now, this one is when you want to be a little dramatic. You will say, AI, this one now allows you to be like a movie director. You say, AI, act as so person and explain this to me as if I am so person. Do you understand? I hope this helps. So think of number one as a military person giving that instruction, that prompt, and then the second one is more of a movie director. Is doing things based on roles. You act as a marketing copywriter. Of course, AI was going to think, copywriter, what does a copywriter do? It will think, scan all of its data, and once it has gotten it, it will start to pose as that copywriter and then give you the outputs based on that. Then the third one is now contextual prompts. Yes, because for this one, it's you that is more in control. Why do I say so? You have to upload background details. If you want something for a company, there are some information like maybe the about us. That one is not something that is sensitive. It's not sensitive data. The about us of a company is fine. You can add that so that the AI will understand what the company is into. Or if you can list out the services that they're into, good. Because it needs to understand who is talking. Who am I creating this for? Who are the people I'm creating this content for? So you provide all of the necessary background details or constraints for the AI so that whatever output is going to give, it's going to be tailored to that specific information that you shared. You can decide to share, okay, maybe it's the target audience. We're doing it for we're people that are, doing softwares for students, and at least that narrows it down for AI. Sometimes AI gets overwhelmed. It's thinking, what should I do? And then it will give you a very basic thing. Then the first one is few short prompts. Few short prompts, this is the one where you act as where you yourself you're going to become the director. You provide the AI with a few examples and say, okay, this is an example of something that a flyer that I want for this program. Check here, use it as a reference. Pick some of the patterns here. Then you now ask it your main question. So you're having both reference and then your own input. This one is very, very effective, especially when you want to do things like repetitive tasks, anything that requires data classification. You want to show AI how to do it. You see, now you are the one taking the lead. Though it's helping you, but you're still showing it what to do. You're not just telling it what to do, you are showing it. That's what few short prompts means. So these are the 4 basic types of AI prompts. They are broken down to other ones, but these are the major ones that you should know. Instruction prompt, role-based prompt, contextual prompt, and then few short prompt. I hope I'm clear. All right, thank you. So we have the weak versus the strong prompt. What are examples? We have one, this one on the left, which is the one, yeah, the one on the left. It says design a flyer. That is a very big thing. We have different types of flyer. It could be for an event, a music event, a food event, what flyer? And that's why AI will still go ahead and ask you, okay, I understand that you're trying to create a flyer, but can you please provide specific details? Even AI will be reminding you, telling you that, oh, are you sure this is, you want me to just give you something basic? I need to know if this, what is the information you want on this flyer? What kind of flyer? What are you creating the flyer for? So a stronger prompt is one that has a detailed breakdown showing why something performs better. Don't worry, we are getting into it. Don't be confused. And I hope that you all are taking notes, because this is very, very important. Some of the things that I might be saying, the explanations will linger more in your head, and they will help you to understand better than what you're seeing here. So the next one is the anatomy of a professional prompt. A complete prompt effectively communicates your vision to the AI by answering key questions. What style, where, what feeling, what lighting, what colors, what size, and what should be avoided, which is known as the negative prompt. Now, the prompt elements are these things. If you want to know a professional prompt, if you want to understand the anatomy, these are the things that you see there. You must always see subject, style, composition, mood, lighting, color palette, aspect ratio, negative prompt. Now, this lighting is specific to things like images. Yes, especially images. You can maybe put it in something like, yeah, like a flyer. Because are you going to tell your AI that, okay, I want light to shine on one side of the flyer? No, you use terms like shadows, gradients, some more technical terms for design, not lighting. Lighting comes with things like studio images, you understand, outdoor images, anything that requires imagery. Then we have things like aspect ratio, which is a general one. If you're creating something for Instagram, of course, you know that you go with the standard sizes. It could be 1080 by 1350 or 1080 by 1080, depending on the ratio that you want. It's always helpful. Sometimes AI will just give you something that you can't post on Instagram. It will either give you an A4 measurement or something even less. And then at the end of the day, you keep using your prompts just to repair the aspect ratio. And your design can even get distorted in the process. So this is the anatomy of a professional prompt. It must have subject, style, composition, mood, lighting, color palette, aspect ratio, and negative prompt. Negative prompt, because sometimes AI acts like a stubborn child. You have to tell it what it should not do. And it can be like reverse psychology. Some people even prefer to tell AI what it should not do than telling it what it should do. Because what it should not do is plenty. Is much. So negative prompt is something that you see in a professional prompt. After you've already said what it needs to do, you now tell it, yes, this is what I want you to do, but don't do this. Don't do this. Don't change the face. Like Gemini, if you want to add the image. I don't have anything against Gemini. It's just that all of these things, I'm relating to them because they are the ones that have given me this experience. But Gemini is good. It's good. I like the fact that they have this African touch when you are searching for African images, right? You get the feel from Gemini. Yes, but Gemini, you can say you put let's say an image. If you upload an image and you want it to be, maybe you want it to become a professional image, Gemini will now go and make you look like somebody else. It will change your face. There are times when you will even say, do not distort my face. Oh. But the moment you say, add something like, put a little makeup, it will make you up. Like it will change your entire existence on Gemini. That's how it is. There's all other tools have that too. I'm just talking about the ones that I use occasionally. Yes, but that is what it is. You see why it cannot be perfect. A photographer will always be much better when it comes to images. That is the whole idea. These things are still a work in progress. So the next thing is, let's start looking at some of the formulas now. It's going to look like huge work, but it's very simple. Now, the image formula, that is some formula that is widely recognized when it comes to creating images, is the SCSLC. SCSLC. What does that mean? Subject, context, style, lighting, camera, or composition. So if you want to achieve production-ready results from any AI image generator, right, you have to define every of your elements of the visual brief upfront. Don't wait after. You have to do it from the beginning. And there's a sequence for that. If you want to have a sequence for writing highly descriptive prompts, then this is what you should do. Like for this now, if you want to describe the type of image, you have to specify the output and say, okay, a hyper-realistic photograph. If you want to get very clean visuals, this is what you have to add. That's for type of images. On that type of image, you either say a hyper-realistic photograph. If you want a 3D animated kind of image, you can say a 3D render. If you want pure, maybe 2D illustration, you can say a minimalist vector illustration. And if you want the illustration to even be 3D, you can say a 3D minimalist vector illustration. These are just simple formats that you use, and you can apply them. It's not restricted to just one use. You keep applying them, and you can get your desired result. Then for the main subject now, if you want to talk about the central focus, what you are creating for the main focus, you say a golden retriever, a matte black espresso machine. That is the main subject. These are examples of terms that you use for main subjects. Then for context now, if you want to describe how the environment is, you can say on a rainy New York street or an isolated Ongorimi street, on a lonely Malali street, on a this. These are examples of places. Environmental, what do you call it? Descriptions. In fact, this now is just about English. You should know how to use your adverbs, your adjectives, how to describe things. Then the fourth one is the style reference. You can define the visual aesthetic. Maybe you say it was shot on a 35mm film and it's an Apple product launch style. It's a cyberpunk aesthetic. This cyberpunk aesthetic is mostly for futuristic things. Some of these images that you see that have all this futuristic feel, they don't really look like from now. They look like they are in the future. Yes. Then for lighting, you have something like golden hour backlight. You see, if you want to go the extra mile, you check online to see, okay, what are the terms that are used by photographers? That's for images. What are the terms that are used by so people when they want to create? What are some terms to use for posters? For you understand, just so that you can know how to describe these things to AI. If there's no shame in doing that, check. You want to get the right thing, you have to do the right thing. So lighting, golden hour backlight, even me, I didn't really know much about these terms before until I had to research and understand. And then when I started doing AI images, I realized I learned some of these terms. Yes. So what are the camera or technical details? If you want to even say, you can say, okay, I want you to give me this image based on this description. If you are using, say, iPhone 16, what are the properties of an iPhone 16? Maybe you say like 16 LED, some of the technical properties that it has. You put it there so that you imagine, okay, if this phone has this amount of this resolution, then this image has to reflect that because it has been stated in a prompt. And that's why you have things like extreme close-up. If you want the shot to be close, you say extreme close-up. If you want it to be very clear, you can say 85 lens. You check for the properties of the current camera, and then you add it, and then you say bird eyes view when you want to see it from the side, on just bird eyes view. Just search on it and you see wide angle, side shot, full shot. These are terms that you use, technical terms. So by detailing each element, you avoid generic outputs and achieve more precise production ready visuals from your first attempt. Now let's see for the AI image prompt, what are the elements? Of course, a strong prompt often includes these elements, guiding the AI to generate precise and desired output. This is just an emphasis on what we'll be talking about. I always like to break things down so that you can understand. And now that you are seeing this repeatedly, you understand, it's going to stick in your head. By now, so you already know that you must have subject. Subject is the main character, the person, the main idea. Is it for a mobile banking app? Is it a fashion model? Is it what kind of logo? Is it a restaurant logo? That's the subject. And then the style. Is it minimalist? Is it Afrocentric? Is it a corporate design? Is it a cartoon design? Is it a 3D design? And then the composition, what kind of composition is, how should the elements be arranged? You want them to have a top-down view, a hero shot, a centered layout, split screen, 2 columns, 3 columns. You understand? These are composition. Then the lighting also, the mood, color, definitely, camera angle for images, aspect ratio, and then negative prompts. You don't want watermark. You don't want text. You don't want the image to be blurred. No extra fingers. This thing deals with us, these extra fingers. It made us after you finish, or you now maybe after you printed the design on a banner, you see that the person actually has 10 fingers on one hand, and you'll be imagining, what can you do? There's nothing that can be done. 10 fingers. So when you say, are you creating? What did you create? What is this? What have you done? You see, it can be very kind. That thing, I didn't like that extra finger something. And so AI, I will not call the AI to before they'll say after them. But yes, there's a particular AI tool that does that. But that's fine. We forgive them. It was our fault for not checking properly. If we had checked properly, it would have not resulted in that. So yeah, now let's see applied image prompt examples. Now this is where it gets exciting here. I know people have been saying, okay, we've been learning the methods. How do you actually apply it? Now this is it. This is a replication. This is a representation of how a prompt is supposed to look when you've considered all of those elements that we discussed. The subject, the style. Yes. So now we have this: create a professional product photograph of minimalist ceramic skincare bottles. What is the setting? This is on ChatGPT, by the way. If you notice, I put them specifically. You can use them interchangeably. And sometimes what I usually do, right, is I pick, if I have a prompt. In fact, if I don't have a prompt, if I want to just try something different, right, I'll say create a prompt. I'll go to AI. I'll go to AI again and say create a prompt that satisfies the output guidelines for this platform. I can even say, if it's on ChatGPT, I'll say for your platform, for ChatGPT, and then to give me a detailed structure of the prompt. And then I'll carry that same prompt and I'll give it back. I'll feed it its own prompt. Yes, it's reverse psychology, but it works. It works. So, or if you don't want it to be on the same platform, you can always go to another platform and say, okay, based on the knowledge you have about prompting guidelines, generate a prompt that will get me this. And then you carry that prompt and you put it on the desired platform. That's just how you can just, make things easier for yourself. So you see, you specify the setting, you have the lighting, you have the camera, which is 85 lens, and then you have the negative prompts, which is no text, no watermarks. That's if you want to do a photorealistic product ad. Now, how many of you have ChatGPT? How many of you can access ChatGPT? Please raise your hand. Like, raise your hand, not thumbs up. I want to see. Okay, we have Kelly, Suleiman, Who else? Fadila. Who else is having ChatGPT? Hawa, good. So good. I wanted to see if we have a good number. Now, this is a task I want people to do for me right now. Open your ChatGPT, right? And then write these prompts. I'll drop it in the chat box so that you people can, I want to see the results that it will give. So you go to ChatGPT. Here is it. I'm dropping it in the chat box. Yes. So I've dropped it. Copy it, put it in your ChatGPT. Though ChatGPT is actually slow. So let's put that. You can put it there, and maybe even if you don't have it now, if you don't get the results now, you can share it in the group later. But the one we're going to do very quickly will be the nano banana. So I'm going to copy this one for the nano banana. And then that's Gemini. Please don't be confused. Nano banana. So I've left it in the chat box. Please, let's do it quickly. I want to see what you get. Okay. Hawa is raising her hand. Do you have a question? Or I'm also going to do it so that we can all have a result. So I'll have for Gemini and also this is for Gemini. So I did it earlier. I've already done mine, but I want us to do it together again so we can have a fresh. Let's see if it's going to give us the same thing. Even if it doesn't give us, if it gives us the same thing, it's because we are using the same prompt. But I doubt if it's going to give us exactly the same thing. But let's see. So I've put in my nano banana prompt and please, if you finish, indicate. So I have mine for the nano banana. I've gotten the shot. Now let's see ChatGPT. The test can be copied. Is it the only one having the issue?
No, I think it can be copied though.
Okay. Did you try copying it?
Yes, mine too can be copied though.
It can't be copied. Oh my. No. I think, okay, let me see if I can. But then my WhatsApp is not opening. I wanted to quickly drop it in the group. Okay. What do we do? Can you see my screen for you to type? No, I don't want this. Okay. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to. Just type it. I don't know. I wanted to share it on my WhatsApp, but it's wasting my time. Okay, let me do this. Email. All right. Okay. Oh my. Okay, great. My email is working now. I think it's a network that is causing this. So let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to resolve it, please. And the network is not favorable right now. I don't know what happened, but it has been doing great till now. Uh, okay, so I'll have this and then copy this one too. This one. I think I'll copy all so that you can pick anyone you choose, because these first two are, you can use them on ChatGPT. Yeah. So okay. Okay. Fadila has dropped hers. Lovely. Please, if that's the case, can you drop the prompt on the group? Go. That of Fadila. Fadila, please drop the prompt on the group so that we can all access it, since I'm experiencing issues with my WhatsApp. It's refusing to open. I don't know why. Yes. I wanted to drop it on the group. Okay, great. Mm. Okay. So you check the group now. I'm dropping it. Yes, I've dropped it. Sorry, it's messy. But yes, the first one is Nano Banana. The second one is ChatGPT, and I mean the second and the last one ChatGPT. So you can pick any of the two, and then yes, that's yeah. I hope you can access it now, please. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, great. So who else has tried it? Fadila shared hers with us. It's on the group. Who else has tried it? Time is going. Or let's leave it then. Since you have the prompt, you can share it later, right? Should we do that? So that we don't waste the entire we still have some prompts to try. So what I'm going to do is I'll share all of the prompts, and then you guys are going to share it with me. You're going to share it on the group for all of us to see, right? We're just trying to get a lot of concepts and try out some of these formulas. So yes, please can I have your attention back? Let's continue. We can try it later. Some of us have our networks will not allow us, so we don't want it to be left behind. Let everyone go on the same page. So the prompt is there in your after the session, you can share your images, the results, so that we can all marvel at it, because I'm looking forward to seeing them. So I did mine already. I did for the Gemini. This is the result I got for the guy, and then this is the one I got for the ceramic. So wow, Lawrence own. Wow, I've seen that of Lawrence. This is beautiful. For the last own, like all the results, but you see, it's not giving us the same thing. It's not giving us the same thing. Yeah, Lawrence said his own doesn't look real. I don't know why he's doing that, because it's the same prompt that Fadila used, and she got it. Or Fadila, did you tweak anything? And it looked
No, I copied and pasted. I did nothing.
real. There's some bottles like this. There are bottles like this. Fadila, did you try to tweak anything so that we know? If only we had it one. Mine too, you can see mine, the same prompts, but it gave me this. So, so you know AI studies your behavior, your styling, and all. So they'll give you this, they can give you based on what you understand about you, so even with the prompts, like your style of design. Wow.
Yes,
Yes, yours is
that's what
fine
I
too,
think
Dr.
too.
Myros. This is fine. Yes, this is beautiful. Why are you crying? This is good now. You know that this is, don't you people think that this is available? And if it's not okay, if it looks already, then make it real. This is showing you that you can do a bottle like this, something that someone hasn't done before. Wow, lovely.
Yeah,
I'm
it
seeing,
is, but it's
yes.
kind of looking old or something like that.
Yours is not looking old.
Yes.
It's not looking
Okay,
old though.
thank you.
You know, it's ceramic.
Yeah.
There are different ceramic styles. So you are having the cream one. That's why it's looking like this. You can check online and see. This is not looking old. Don't worry. This
Okay,
is not,
thank you.
no, it's just a design. Yes. Yes. So wow, lovely. I'm glad that we are all getting, well, more are still coming. Tahir, your own is almost close to doctor's own, but it's yeah, the bottle leads, they are different. So based on the prompts, that what did we say in the prompts? Let's go back to our prompts and see what we said. We said create a professional product photograph of minimalist ceramic skincare bottles on a smooth marble slab. Do you remember we said marble slab? That's why it's looking like the surface of tiles. The tiles in our house, marble slab. But if you don't want it, you can just say smooth. What can we use? Smooth what? Smooth. If you want plastic, yes, you can change the on a smooth marble slab. Say on a plastic surface. You understand? If you don't want it, I know maybe you're looking at the ones that we use in Nigeria. Mostly we use plastic things, so you can change it from smooth marble slab to plastic, and then you get your plastic one. You can try that. I hope you can hear me. It's based on the prompts we gave. That's why we're having this. Great. So no one tried the Gemini. Okay, all of them are Gemini. Okay, great. So what about the picture of the young man? Wow, I'm seeing them Hawa's own too. This is beautiful. Whoa, Hawa's own took a difference. They even wrote did you do anything, Hawa? Did you tweak your own, or he just gave you this? Let's know if Gemini is selecting people that is going to give the right thing. So what are some tips for you to get effective prompting, right? Prioritize specificity, just like Mr. Osman said earlier. Instead of good lighting, use soft directional. Sometimes it will feel like you are talking to a child. Just do it. It will give you specific results. Avoid vague styles. Don't say things like just camera. Don't say camera. Say 35mm film, depending on the kind of visual that you are going for. Research on it, check which one is the best, what is the clearest kind of lens that a photographer can use. You write the technical terms here, then use exclusions, which are the negative prompts. That is for image. Now let's look at the next one, which is the logo formula. So I'm still going to have to drop this. Well, I would have preferred the ChatGPT, right? Well, let's look at the templates first. The logo formula is RCS CCT. There are some formulas that differ from this. Everyone has the way they apply it, but these are the contexts that you have to put your prompts in. Role, concept, style or vibe, color palette, composition, and technical constraint. That's for the logo. You know that you definitely have to put technical constraints, because logos, they deal with size. They're like the brand mark. So sizes are very important. So this is a template of how you can create a logo. That's this first one. It says, act as a professional graphic designer, create the style of the logo, maybe a minimalist logo, maybe a what kind of logo? Emblem logo, maybe it depends on the kind of logo you want. For you put the industry, food company named Echo, or Chop Fast. The design should feature maybe a pot of soup representing Nigeria's local dishes. You see, we're putting it for brand value. I'm just giving you, this is a template that you can improve on. Then use a green and blue color scheme. The typography should be dash dash dash, and the composition should be dash dash dash. Constraints equal to either vector style, flat colors, no gradient, minimal detail, high negative space. These are the constraints I use. So let's see it in an applied way now. This is it. Act as a professional graphic designer. Create a modern emblem logo for an eco-friendly skincare brand named Aura Flora. The design should feature a clean continuous line drawing of a lotus flower merging with a single drop of water. Now, this is you being very specific. You see what it's saying? A continuous line drawing of a lotus flower merging with a single drop of water. Use earthy, muted tones like terracotta, sage green, and soft cream. The typography should be elegant, delicate serif font. Composition, it should be centered, balanced with ample negative space. The style, it should be a clean vector art, minimalist, and no shadows. This is it. It's very, very simple. Once you have the formula, what you need to do is just for it to be changing it. That's all. So let's see. When I did this, what did he give me? I'll have to share this with you again. But let's see what he gave me. This is what he gave me. Can you see it? Didn't he give me what I asked for? I said it should look like a continuous line where it will merge with the drop of water. Can you see the drop of water? It's just so beautiful. I like the logo. It gave me exactly what I wanted, because even the font, the typography that I asked for, I said elegant, it gave me a serif font. That's why I'm having all these exaggerated curves. This aura flora. Yes. So let me give you the prompts. You're also going to work on this too. Once you understand prompts, everything is going to be very, very easy for you. Okay, so I forgot to copy it. So this is it. I'll share the template as well so that you can see. Though these materials will, okay, that's fine. Let me just do this for those that will want to use it now. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and share it. Oh, more results are coming in. This very nice. I love all of your images. And I look forward to seeing the rest. You can even tweak it, though that one is going to be for your assignments where you can be free and you tweak it as you please. You get what you want. But yes, I look forward to seeing all of them. So I'm dropping the prompts for the logo, both the templates that you can add and then the applied one. Do you understand? So yes, I think that one too, you can do it later. I'm just dropping them so that you can have access to them later. So now, what are the tips for logo design? For scalability, you should always add constraints like vector illustrations of flat colors to prevent ChatGPT from generating messy, photorealistic, or shadow-heavy images that don't look like real logos. You see now, you can use something like this vector illustration of flat logos. For some of you that said that your image is looking unreal, right? You can use something like this for logos. Say vector illustration of flat colors. Let it not look too solid, too 3D-ish, that it looks like it's not real. I hope I'm communicating. Are you still there? Okay. Great. I hope nobody is lost, because some people I've not been hearing from. Where is Ruth here? Mr. Usman, did you try it? Suleiman, Tahir? Hope none of you are
Sorry,
lost.
I couldn't try it because my reception is kind of bad here. So if I touch my phone,
Okay.
I'm using my laptop.
Okay.
If I touch my phone, it will mess up my reception.
Okay, no, that's fine. But you have access to the
But
prompts that
I'll
I shared,
do it
right?
later. I'll do it definitely later.
All right, great.
Following up.
What about Ruth? You're welcome. What about Ruth?
Ma, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes.
I'm going to do mine too later. It's just that I don't have the tools yet.
Okay. That's fine.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. All right.
By the
That's
way,
fine.
you're doing a very nice job.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Thank you. So please, you coach. I want to let's have this design. Oh, Lawrence is lamenting on the group. He said his own is always different. Lawrence, do you expect to have the same thing with everybody? It's actually, if you look at this closely, it's giving you the idea. Didn't he give you the drop and the lotus feel? I think yours is even finer to me, yo. I don't know. I would have preferred this one. It's not always it will be different, yes, because we are different people. That's how it's supposed to be. Yes, it shouldn't be looking the same. Oh, so now for the flyer and poster, all this we're going to check them because I'm working with time. It's almost time. I'm going to share all of this prompt with you. I just want you to understand what each of these tags mean. You understand? So once you have a good prompt, you have the results that you want. That is just what it is. It's just about prompts. That's why you see people spending time to do prompt engineering. And that is why we saw the need for this program. Because AI, we have to embrace it. It's here to stay. That's the truth. But you have to be in control. Let people not feel too much fear that they sit on their hands and they don't do anything about it. Learn to upskill yourself. Use it to your advantage. That is what this is. So for me, when I did the prompts, this is what I got: Future Tech 2026, based on the inputs that I gave it here. And that is Gemini, by the way. I think ChatGPT was wasting time, so I just used Gemini, but you can use it. You can use it on ChatGPT too. So what I said is, act as a professional UI, UX, and graphic designer. Create a this. Use a dark mode, this. Neon blue. Everything that I asked it to do, it actually did. You can see it details, October 14th to 16th, Silicon Valley, register now. And yeah, it gave me that. So you can see there's another prompt here with a shorter style where you can just say design. You're giving it, we're using the instruction prompt now. For this one, we did the role prompt, role-based prompt. But for this one, we are using the instruction prompt. So you see, no prompt is actually really, yeah, if you see it looking different, it doesn't mean the person is wrong. Maybe they are just taking a different approach. But I'm seeing more designs coming and it's fine. Wow, I'm so happy right now. This feels like mission. You can just say mission accomplished. Lovely. So you see, you've learned a lot. Where you were is not where you are now. You've moved from one point to another. So that's what we love to see. So I've already given you this activity. I don't need to give you now. You've already done it. Now what is left is for the assignments. And with that being said, I would like to say we've come to the end of this class. Yes, this is the introduction, but you can see that we have a lot that we did in the introduction alone. Just imagine what we'll have in the coming weeks. Yes, so most of the theory, I did it here. From next week, we'll start more of hands-on. We'll take a hands-on approach, more of practice, because the aim is not for you to know, it's for you to be able to do. Yes, so you've learned this now. Your mindset has changed. When it comes to prompting, you are now having a different perspective of it. Now the application is what matters, and we've already started applying it, and I want you to keep going back to it. Try as much as you can. Gemini, try it. Oh, not that you should overuse your credit. You should use it smartly. But when you have this, you won't even have to use so many credits or your usages. You won't waste it because you know what you want and you are specific while doing it. The only thing that you do is just make minor changes. That's if need be. So once you ensure that you have a good prompt, every other thing is going to flow perfectly for you. So yes, I think this is the end. This workflow that I did is just what you need to do if you want to go from idea to design. You have to understand the problem, research the audience, brainstorm ideas with AI, generate mood boards, choose the best concepts, refine and improve the design, build the final design, and then present your work and explain decisions. This is just what you do in a design process. And if you follow a workflow, this is how it goes, step by step. So anytime you want a workflow, you can start from here. This is a simple workflow that you can use for you to follow anytime you want to move from your ideation to design. So thank you, guys. I think this is time for questions. We still have 4 minutes. Is there any question you want to ask me? Is there anything you want to say? Because yeah, do I have questions for you? Wait, no. Let's leave it for today. You have given me your undivided attention, so I don't think I have any questions for you now. Okay, please go ahead, Mr. Osman.
Yeah, thank you very much. We really appreciate that.
Thank you too.
It's been a very good moment with you. So please, I want you not to forget about the recording, please.
Nice.
Just try and drop it for us. Thank you very much.
No,
you did very well. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Zoo. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Rukaya. Thank you. So, is there any other thing, or can we call it a day? All right. I guess this means no one has anything to ask. Well, it doesn't end here. Of course, we have our chat. Whatever needs to be discussed, we'll discuss there. All right. So please, and I don't know, for those who actually did not join us early, I noticed that when we were in the class, they were joining, trying to get the respective track. So whoever you can assist, try as much as possible to assist, please. We are like a team. No, this is not like a competition zone. We help ourselves. It's just for you to get something out of it. And this is completely free. So what you can do is help others to achieve their goals. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Like, you guys are awesome. You are awesome. You have no idea, but you are awesome. Thank you so much for your undivided attention, for the support, for your maturity, everything. It was so nice speaking to you. I had fun. I'm sure you did too. So thank you so much. We'll keep it going in the chat. Yeah. So have a blessed day, and yes, a blessed weekend too. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome.